When is it going to be LA Knight's turn? First we had the Royal Fumble, and now we have the Fumble Royal. What the fuck are we doing? I really hate to do instant reaction complaints, but when it comes to LA Knight, I mean, what else does LA Knight have to do to succeed in WWE? And before you turn to me and you tell me that LA Knight is in the main event scene, he's getting the main event matches on weekly shows, he's wrestled the most matches the entire year, okay, that's awesome. But what's the payoff if all we're getting is just a little sprinkle of LA Knight in the main event scene? We have waited for 3 fucking years for LA Knight to win a big-time main event championship. Yes, he won the United States Championship, which that title was dead forever. How long? He made it relevant again, and don't you dare tell me otherwise. Triple H said, good things come to those who wait, and we have been waiting for so damn long, and I really hate to sit there and complain, but this was the perfect opportunity for LA Knight to go to Saturday night's main event and win the World Heavyweight Championship. It was right there on a silver platter. You could even call it a layup, but apparently Triple H doesn't play basketball, because the amount of layups he's had where he is blatantly hit it right off the back or the bottom of the backboard is fucking crazy. We got screwed over at 3 Money in the Banks. We thought we were getting a United States Championship match at WrestleMania 40, which he had a great match and a fun feud with AJ Styles. I appreciated that very much. Finally wins at SummerSlam the United States Championship. From there, loses randomly to Shinsuke Nakamura, who doesn't appear back on screen with the title until he loses it again. And listen, I'm not delirious. I'm aware of who LA Knight is on this roster. He will never be that top-tier face of the company guy. We are all very much aware of it, and there are people that are fucking delusional. I am not that person. I'm very self-aware, and I'm very aware of what LA Knight truly is. He's a workhorse. He's a very good entertainer, and he could talk. But something that is nice about this certain area in Raw right now is that your top guy, Seth Rollins, who was World Heavyweight Champion, got hurt, which is very unfortunate. I was not rooting for that. Absolutely not. Yes, I was pissed off that Seth Rollins won the Money in the Bank, but to have it come out this way just sucks. And I'm not going to say it, but karma's a bitch, and that's what happens when you fake injuries, you use crutches to walk around. It's karma, dude. I'm telling you, that's such a bad thing. I've believed in that since I was little. With sports, if you are not injured, don't ever use crutches, because it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. It happens all the time, and it happened here. Luckily, it's not a knee injury, it's a shoulder injury, which I guess is better for Seth because of how bad his knees are. Obviously, it sucks that Seth Rollins is out, but now the door is open. You have a perfect opportunity. It's not fully WrestleMania season yet. We're still going into War Games, of where LA Knight was the perfect candidate to win the Battle Royal and to go into Saturday night's main event and to maybe even win the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm not even saying he had to win, but just give him the shot. We have Jey Uso versus CM Punk at Saturday night's main event. Why? We've done this already. We've done the experiment of Jey Uso, and it did not hit. Yes, I will give him the benefit of the doubt that his character the past couple months has been much more interesting than him just saying yeet 24/7. I agree with that. I think his character is very interesting, and the dynamic with him and Jimmy right now is interesting. I think this maybe down the line is going to go to a Jimmy Uso, maybe heel turn or something like that. I don't know. But every single time LA Knight and CM Punk are on the screen, it's magic. They like each other, and you could tell they were fucking hanging out at the 49ers game. It could have been a nice little feud going into Saturday night's main event, just to have people question who might win. Because now, to me at least, I feel like it's solidified that CM Punk is going to win, no doubt in my mind, and it's going to have something to do maybe with Jimmy Uso. But why even give Jey the shot? Because people don't want to see this right now. We don't even want to have the thought of possibly Jey Uso winning another World Heavyweight Championship. We've done it already, and I'm not feeling it. I will happily eat my words if I'm wrong, though. I don't want to come on here and complain and just an instant reaction and be a crash out, because I am open to stuff. But fuck, man, this is a perfect opportunity. Survivor Series hasn't happened yet, and you could give LA Knight a shot. Just give him a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Why not? He made the U.S. title pretty relevant. He's a great entertainer and can actually talk, and that's something that's rare in WWE right now. How many good promos are there for real, other than CM Punk and a couple other people? There's really not many. You're in that weird time frame of you could run the risk of LA Knight being champion for a month or two, and it doesn't really matter. I'm not asking for a main event at WrestleMania. I'm not asking for this huge moment at a huge show, but just give the guy a shot. I don't know how many times we could sit here and just wait for this moment that's supposed to happen, and it has yet to come. Yet to come. It's 3 fucking years. Getting over on your own and proving yourself time in and time out that he could put on good matches. You're not going to sit here and tell me that none of these matches are bad. But you know who has had bad matches even as a world champion? Jey Uso. It's the perfect time CM Punk doesn't care about winning the World Heavyweight Championship. And I know in storyline, yes, he does. He's said in multiple interviews throughout the years, he does not give a fuck about winning matches. That's not what this business is about. No matter what you want to think, it's not what it's about. It's about being on TV and being part of the show and being an important part of the show. CM Punk does not care about winning matches as long as he's part of it. Why not give LA Knight a chance? Instead, you're going to give it to Jey Uso, and now I don't give a shit about Saturday night's main event, and you just fucked over LA Knight and LA Knight fans yet again. And I hate to sit here and complain, and I'm trying to not like freak the fuck out, but my voice is kind of raspy. I don't know if I'm getting sick. This would have been a very good little feud going into Saturday night's main event, and it would have made it a lot more interesting than seeing Jey Uso, the guy who got pinned, by the way, in the triple threat number one contenders match. Let's not forget that. Jey Uso was the one that got pinned. He got his fucking grills knocked out, and instead, he's the one that now gets the shot against CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. What the fuck is that? But I knew we were cooked. I knew we were cooked the second the announcer asked CM Punk, who does he think is going to win the Battle Royal? And of course, CM Punk says, well, my favorite is LA Knight. I knew we were chopped from right there. I was so angry last night. Again, what does LA Knight have to do in order to win a World Heavyweight Championship? Or just, honestly, at this point, the Intercontinental Championship, because clearly they don't want him to be World Champion. So, like, what are we going to do? Because CM Punk does not care about winning. You have a young, I don't want to say unproven, but you have a young, brand new talent in Braun Breaker, which I know he's not brand new. I'm talking about in the main event scene. Braun Breaker could be the guy to beat LA Knight to win back the title. LA Knight could be a transitional champion. Just give him the shot. And people were like, oh, LA Knight is the new generation's Dolph Ziggler. No, the fuck he's not. And you know why? Because Dolph Ziggler won a World Heavyweight Championship. He got a Money in the Bank contract. He got chances. He didn't get shit. He's barely got the fucking U.S. title. I just don't know how we could continue doing this and just keep going on this path of good things to come to those who wait when we've been waiting for 3 fucking years. We've been waiting almost as long as Roman Reigns' title reign. Put it that way. That's how long we've been waiting for a big moment for LA Knight. We've had the Yes Movement. We've had the fucking Kofi Mania. Where is the Yeah Revolution? Where is it? They're not deaf. They know it's there. Top merch seller, always getting the big pops, always getting a reaction out of the crowd, and stands out a lot, especially in promos. Argue with a fucking wall. The perfect transitional champion, because he will be interesting leading through to whoever he's going to give the belt to next. You gave Damian Priest a shot. Why the fuck can't LA Knight get a shot? What more does he have to do? I'm fucking tired, and this shirt is a great example of how I'm feeling. Shout out to old Karrion Kross, which R.I.P. Karrion Kross as well. He ain't coming back either. So we got fucked over with Karrion Kross, and we're still getting fucked over with LA Knight. I'm tired. I'm mad. This is bullshit. Just when are we getting a shot?